So here we are on our first full day with the 2014 Scion TC. So you know, we'll see how it works. All right, buckle up, and here we go. Now, just on some initial reactions, the very first thing that I notice is that I'm not the prime demographic for this car. And what I mean by that is, you know, if I had to guess, this car is for younger people, maybe 20-somethings, maybe people who are even teenagers, you know, if they're fortunate enough to be able to get a new car like this. And what I mean by that is the attention to details that they've chosen for this vehicle, they're geared more towards younger buyers. For example, something that you might have noticed as we started driving off is the car is kind of loud, you know, and you know, for younger people, they don't mind that stuff, but for some other people, that might be something that turns them off a little bit. For me, I'm kind of in the middle with that. You know, I can't say that I am definitely turned off by it. I like that they're actually giving the car sound. I enjoy it when cars do that. Am I a total fan of the exhaust note of this? That's questionable. But you know, we'll see as time goes on if I get used to it and you know, have a different outlook on that, different opinion on that. Now, the other thing that I noticed as I'm going, you know, I'm driving over some railroad track crossings and stuff like that. This car, it's pretty bouncy. It's got a firm suspension. I know that's to give it the sporty feel and that sort of thing. Handling actually isn't that bad with it in just this short bit of time that I've been driving it. Now, I haven't really been pushing this car hard or anything, so, you know, I can't say what it's like handling at the limits. But just driving on public roads, it's not bad, but it might be just a little too firm. You know, it takes that fine balance of firmness as well as compliancy to make a good sporty ride. I've been doing my daily routine, dropping the kids off at daycare, running errands, you know, going back and forth for work, that sort of thing. And so I've been able to get a good feel of daily life with this vehicle. As far as driving characteristics, in the first part I mentioned before that that the suspension was a little bit tight, a little bit bouncy, and that still remains true. I am getting used to it now, but you know, it is still pretty much of a firm, bouncy ride for my likes. Again, remember, I don't think I'm the prime demographic for this vehicle, so we've got to take that into consideration. Now, with that being said, I've been very impressed with the space inside of this 2014 TC. I mean, I've got 2 car seats in the back. The kids' legs aren't kicking the back of the seat, and I've got plenty of room as well up here in the front when they're back there. And even climbing in the back wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I'm not bumping my head on the ceiling or anything like that. All right, now back to driving dynamics here. Let's think about how this car drives today. It actually drives pretty good. It's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It's making 179 horsepower, and that's pretty average, maybe even a smidgen below average. See as how that's the only engine offered in the TC, when you've got cars like Civic SIs and stuff like that are making 200 horsepower, you know. So 179 is a little low, but it doesn't feel like it's lacking for power. It actually has decent power. You know, you give it gas and it goes. I must commend Toyota for putting in a 6-speed automatic transmission. that's a big deal in these days of fuel economy and the continuously variable transmissions. It's nice to have an actual real automatic transmission. And it's kind of crazy to say that about an automatic transmission versus, say, a 6-speed manual, which I must say that the TC does come with as well. So that's another plus in the TC's book. In case you were unaware, the TC is front-wheel drive, and I think that one positive trait with the lower horsepower and torque ratings of this TC are that you don't have to deal with any blatant torque steer as you're powering out of a corner. You know, as you're maybe coming from a stop, turning a corner, you give the car a lot of gas to merge into traffic. You don't have to worry about the steering wheel fighting with you as the wheels are trying to propel the car. This dog can actually be kind of fun. One feature that I have come to enjoy is this steering wheel here. It's got a flat bottom, you know, so it gives a nice sporty look to it. But then it's also a nice thickly padded steering wheel as well. My hands grip nicely around it. There's a little indentation there for my thumbs, and overall the steering wheel feels pretty good. After driving this car for a couple of days now, the seats are pretty comfortable. They're firm, yet there's still some nice comfort padding in there. So I guess what I mean to say is not firm but supportive. You've got nice lumbar supports here. The seat cushion feels nice. It seems like it's a nice durable material. So you know, if you accidentally get any spills or anything like that, it should be able to wipe up fairly easily. And overall, it's a nice place to be.